Hello and welcome to the fourth lesson in the PROFX Crash Course video training series. In this video, we'll be looking at how to start from scratch, take a completely naked chart and put in the Forex strategy signal indicator templates on the chart and trading. Now first we're going to take the Euro JPY pair and we're going to start writing it from scratch. You could actually change the colors of the background and the candles if you so please, but in this video, to save time, we'll be using the templates, the Forex signal strategy template, because it just saves a lot of time and everything. So first here, this is the 1 hour chart. We know before we start trading, we actually go to the daily chart to consult what the trend is. Now from this chart, you can see at a glance, we've seen that there's been divergence here before this move actually happened, swoon in price. Now, but the signal right now is the buy signal, because this is the last signal. We got this is the first indication, the first arrow, then the confirmation, which is the second arrow is kind of like a confirmation, but the third, the histograms, they are the confirmation. 2 histograms, then we'll put the blue line, we'll insert the vertical line on the second histogram. The chart is actually a bit small, let me increase it, zoom a bit. Now here, this will be where we'll have our blue line, because this is where the trend switched on the daily time frame. Now the next line we want to put is the third day, which is the red line. This is the entry signal for buy trades, because we've established that the signal, the trend is a buy trend, is a bullish trend on the daily chart. Now we'll climb down to the 4 hours and we'll look for our blue line. You see, this is where the switch happened. This is where the entries must have happened, and we have some red histograms here indicating where the move will have seized. So we'll put the yellow line or vertical line for exit. And the third thing we have here is the entries for the long trade, and here the entry is going to be on the second histogram, because we're on the 4 hour time frame now. We could do this on the 1 hour time frame if we so please. Now, but the system works with higher time frames more, so I rarely go below the 1 hour, but when I'm scalping the markets, I go down as low as the 5-minute chart. Now here's where we must have entered this move, and here's where we would have exited this move. So we'll put the yellow line to mark where we would have exited this move, and this is that's on the second red histogram, because they'll go with the green histograms here. The yellow signifies exit, blue, red signifies entry, and blue signifies the switch on the daily time frame. Now here is another entry, but you see, I'll go on about the entries in a little further down the video, but for now, let's just be placing where our trades would have been taken. This is a buy trade example. And here we have another buy signal. Now the last move is a buy signal, which would have been a profit up until now, because you see from the switch, this blue line, we have this first trade, which would have ended up in let's say 20-something pips of profit. Now we have the next trade, which is another buy move from here, and we should have exited here around 90 pips of profit. Then another buy trade, which should have exited here about 70 pips of profit. Now you see how they're compounded. Now this is the last signal we have. This is a buy signal, and we're still in this trade, about 93 pips and still counting. Now this is the daily 4 hour strategy, but you could take this a bit lower and go down to the 1 hour time frame. Now from the 1 hour time frame, you see this is the blue line indicating where the switch happened on the daily time frame. Now we'll be looking for, after this red line, green histograms. Now here's another move on the 1 hour chart. You see, we would have missed this move with the 4-hour chart, but cranking down multiple time frame analysis, it just keeps giving us more and more trading opportunities. But if you're using the strategy this way, you'd want to stick with the 1-hour chart as the lowest time frame you go. So this is a red line indicating another entry. The entry would have been here, and the exit, well, would have been at least at something decent profit. I could bring this yellow line here. This is where, on the second histogram, this is where the exit is. Now here's the next entry, and here's the exit. The exit is where I'll put this yellow line in. So that's what the yellow line, vertical line, marks the exit. And here would have made about 150 pips in profit. Another entry here. But this trade is obviously a loser, so we'll have all traders get losing trades. Don't get this twisted. How you manage your losses is what makes you a better trader. Now, with this system, I'm pretty sure the losses you will get are quite minimal, because this loss here, when we put it's not even up to 10 pips, because we would have entered this move here. It's almost like a break-even trade. So, but to mark the exit, we'll put the yellow line here, and this is another exit. Now this is another entry. Then we'll bring this red vertical line to mark our entry position, which is marked by the second histogram on the lower time frame. And here we have it red, marking our entry, and here yellow, marking our exit. You see, the more we climb down to the lower time frame, the more trading opportunities we get. Here we have about 60 pips in profit. Then another signal, but this is just the market playing around. And here's another signal. This tutorial is kind of extensive because I want you to be able to understand how I pick up signals using this trading strategy. It's quite easy actually. You just need to watch these videos over and over again, the video in the PROFX platform, and consider furthering your divergence trading with the LSC program, because I learned a lot of techniques using the Vladimir's divergence advanced program, learned in simulate trade. And here's another entry signal. Well, as you can see, the profits are reducing. Possibly we are having divergence in the making. That's the up move, that's the buy move is starting to weaken. Now we're in this last buy trade where we must have placed a buy here, and we would have still been in profit of about 107 pips, and we don't have a queue to close this position here because the histograms haven't turned red yet. So you see, this is a practical buy trade example, and we started from the daily chart down to the 4-hour chart, down to the 1-hour chart. This is how we pick up signals using this strategy. So if you don't have much time, you could trade off of the 4-hour chart, because you only check the chart about 6 times a day, and when you get trading signals, you get more pips because the time frame is higher. And as you can see, I talked about divergence, and sure enough, price has been showing moves of divergence, just like we've seen on the daily chart. This is a move that is kind of like bearish. So, but as long as this support holds, this move is still strong. We wouldn't say it's a sell move, but as you can see, even the histograms on the daily are starting to want to turn red, which is what the 4-hour chart is showing us in detail, because we have divergence, and price has moved high, and the divergence indicator, the MACD indicator here, has moved high too. But when price moved higher, there's been disagreement with price action on the MACD indicators, signaling a sell impending. So as long as we get the daily chart to start to give us 3, that's the first 2, we'll put this blue vertical line, and the next one we'll put this red line, and then we'll start looking for sell opportunities on the lower time frame. But for now, we're in the buy zone, and to close this position that I'm in right now, I have to go to the time frame where I'm on. This is a 1-hour chart, and wait for this histogram to turn red. I hope you understand the system. I hope you enjoyed this video because I've thrown quite a lot at you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach me on my Facebook page, and I'll be glad to assist you. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Have a nice day.